Ngala, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
All right. So if you're ready, we would love you to tell us about yourself, what you do, and then you dive right into your presentation for today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Good evening from Cameroon. It's actually almost getting to 6 p.m. A happy weekend start to all. I'm glad to be here today. And I'm doing this actually from the nation's economic capital, which is Douala. And I'm glad you reached out to me a few days back on this very topic. And it will be my pleasure to share with you my point of view as far as this is concerned. I expected to have a larger audience here to attend this. I didn't expect to have just 4 people in the hall on this Zoom call. So I don't know if the preparation was not well done.
Well, we did our part, but as I will tell you, we had problems connecting earlier. So it's obvious some people got engaged into other activities. I don't know if they'll be joining us later or we're just going to be 4 of us. But the most important thing, as I'll tell you, is the message. Because even if people are not able to join us at this Zoom meeting this evening, we'll put this video up on our YouTube channel so that people who are not able to attend can join and then can watch, And then we're doing everything possible to be live on Facebook. To link this meeting live on Facebook. To go live on Facebook, sorry.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So let's do some checks, find out if the live is flowing well. Check it out.
Yes, everything is going fine so far.
Everything is fine.
Hi, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you once again for this opportunity to share some points as far as this industry is concerned. My name is Ngala Kilian. I am popularly called Kingala. That is my brand name, and that's the name I'm actually building, which is just a blend of my 2 names, Kilian and Ngala, making it Kingala. And I am a young Cameroonian, primarily a teacher by profession. And that foundation gives me the ability to transmit knowledge in the right way. I don't teach university. I used to teach primary school, and I help children, even who could not write and read their own names, to be able to write and read. So I have been very patient. I've been a patient teacher who has helped mostly children from French background to be able to write English and speak English. So on that foundation, I can teach anybody. Once I understand the concept, I can dish it out to any person and make sure it goes down and is well understood. So I equally was trained on public speaking in Nairobi, Kenya. I attended the world-class speakers training and got certified as a certified speaker and coach. I also took trainings on public speaking. I'm a CSC, I mean certified speaker and coach from Heroes Nation Consulting Firm in Nigeria, as well as customer relationship personnel and management consultancy. So I believe in continuous learning, and over the years, I invest a lot on my personal development. I've paid different courses. I make sure that I understand that the world today functions on new concepts, and the ability to understand the concepts will make life meaningful and easier for a lot of people compared to those who want to hold to the colonial education and the colonial ways of doing things. So I am equally a happily married man with a very bouncing baby boy, and I'm based in Douala. So that is a little about me. I have been into the space of the online space for roughly, today is 8 years or so. Let me just give you a little about how I crept into this space. Perhaps this will cause somebody to see the need to upgrade. 2012, I graduated as a teacher, and it was a very colorful graduation with families and flowers all around me. And that was in my native home, Camden. And it was as if when I finished from there, the government and the minister and the president would just pick me up and work would start flowing and life would be that beautiful. But on the day of my graduation, one thing sang in my head when my village headmaster came and told me I could come teach in my village school for a salary of 12,000 francs. That is about $20. Yes. That was the beginning. And I said, as a young man that I am, let me go for where I can expand my knowledge. I wasn't so concerned about the matricle at the moment. I wanted new horizons. So I picked my box and a few tattered dresses I had, and I headed for Douala, the nation's economic capital. Permit me to mute because I have some background noise. Let me set the noise to order, please. Thank you for holding on. I'm back. I'm sure the noise has been normalized. So I landed, arrived to Douala, and I was expecting that I would just maybe get a job easily. So I started job hunting, and after dropping an application, having the honor to apply for all of, what we are taught in school, I finally picked my first job, and I was landed a very good salary. That is 45,000 francs. 45,000 francs. That was my first salary. And it was a good salary for somebody coming from the village like me. And I knew that at the moment I could now have a meeting with Dangote. I could now do things. It was still looking like money until I started seeing the reality of life. The bills were lining up. I'm the first son, and family is expecting me to send money. I'm in Douala, and you can name the rest of the things. So I started asking myself, Kingala, is this a life you're going to live to build a dream house, give your kids shawarma, and travel the world? I saw the need to upgrade. Back in the days, it was very hard to get seminars on personal development around this Douala. 2012, it was so difficult. That was 2012, 2013 academic year. So I was looking for what to do. So I decided to invest in reading. And the first book I bought was Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. So Napoleon Hill actually spoke to me through that book. And I read the book, I began to see things different. One of the things I realized was that do not look at the world from one angle alone and conclude. You have to do what we call a paradigm shift. Napoleon Hill said in his book, insanity is doing the same thing the same way and expecting new results and expecting your life to change. So I had to ask myself, what do I do? I found out that as a teacher, you don't only have to see life from the teacher angle. You have to look at the world from a business angle, from a medical angle, from political meetings, go to business meetings, religious meetings, political meetings. You will meet people we call destiny helpers who will help facilitate a lot of things for you. So after doing some research, I discovered there was a seminar at that time going on at the Catholic University in Accra. So I headed for the university and I paid 1,000 francs and sat in the amphi something where we had over 500 people attending the seminar. And for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, I heard somebody talking about his annual budget of 30 million. I heard somebody saying he had traveled 5 countries within the year. He'd taken water plane, and it was a bit like a fairy tale. It was so thrilling. And I was like, wow, was I really on earth? I had to ask myself some questions. And at the end of the day, I drew a conclusion that I need to hang around this kind of people. Who were they? They were network marketers. I drew conclusion that as a teacher, I'm not supposed to limit myself with teachers. let me know, I'm not going to be saying this maybe to hurt teachers, but let me just say, as per the time I was, my colleagues were those who used to complain about their boss, complain about the government. We were all complaint oriented. Oh, this country is like this government is like this, these things like this. We were always giving one complaint, this salary is not enough, and nothing were we doing to change the situation. Actually, we were complaining, the complaint game played by losers. But I got there, I realized that I can actually do some practical things one step at a time to improve my life, to progress. So little by little, I took that commitment and I said, every Saturday I will run around for my extra classes and make sure at the end of the day at 3 p.m., I find myself at that same position to attend and learn some things. It was during such meetings that I came to know about the cash flow quadrant, the 4 categories of people. And I decided to move from my own category intentionally, slowly and surely, and move to another category where I am. So it's been a great journey for me. And during that meeting, during one of such meetings, I found a mentor that I work with so closely. Remember, take note of the word mentor here. I found a mentor who helped me, who held my hand, and we worked together and a lot started changing. I realized that my life was taking a new level. I was actually becoming better. I was not feeling as frustrated as my colleagues were feeling. I was getting new hope. I was actually seeing light at the end of the tunnel. And I wasn't expecting another person to change my life. I understood that I am the captain of my ship and the master of my destiny, so I have to put in the work. So fast forward to today, I'm a very happy man. I have not made 1 billion yet, but I can tell you without mincing words, without any iota of pride, my life is 20 times better than it was. My life is far, far improved, and possibilities for me to make $1 million today is is 99.99% possible because of the things I have learned, thanks to the network marketing space and the online space. So that is just a little I have to say. Now, I would maybe pause and maybe if any of the moderators have a word before I can continue. Do you have a word to say so far what I've said?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
very brief. I'm not interrupting what the flow of your thought. Being successful, actually, how do you define it? I don't think you've defined what you understand by being successful.
Successful is a very large word. To the traditional businessman in my village who has his capital of 2,000 francs and makes sure he makes 200 francs return on investment daily, that is success. To a multinational who has a capital of $500 million and ensures he expands his business, that is success. To a farmer, a peasant farmer who has his crops and makes sure he harvests a healthy harvest and feeds his family, that is success. So success is relative. There's no standard definition for me for success, but success is the ability to improve and do better than you used to do for me. That is what I would say is success.
I like this
for
last
me.
one. Thank you.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, Lisa.
All right. So I was saying, only from the word network marketing, it shows that you use the social media to make money. So how do you go about it? Do you need to belong to an organization, an enterprise, a body. What do these people market? What is it all about? You just told us about your success story and how it started, how you grew to be what you are today. But you do not really tell us the marketing you are doing, how you are doing it, how you met people, and how you developed yourself to be what you are today. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about.
I get you loud and clear, and I'm still going to come to that.
All right.
So thank you again. Let me flow from there.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to be able to define a few terms.
Excuse me. Now, so I want to make it clear that you understand.
Yes, sir.
I want you to understand that we are for quality, not quantity. So we are a media company. So when we record, we don't count the number of people, because the few people that we watch this and the people that we use the information. So when you present, you give your best, because you're gonna be in front of people that you will never. I mean, you might never. So that's why.
Sir, maybe you need to meet Madame Wingo. There's background noise.
Yes.
I'm unable to meet her.
The host should do that for us. Thank you. All right. Let me proceed, right?
Yes. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. I would like to start with, I was just telling you a little about myself, not actually what, I was just telling you where my energy came from.
All right.
Because I could tell you that I found more hope thanks to the group of network marketers and the company. At the time, I did not join the company. What I enjoyed was the quality they share, the values they uphold. And that is one thing I want to encourage here today. Now, network marketing is actually that model of business that permits you to be able to leverage on other people's products, on a company's products. The traditional way of doing business is that there is a manufacturer, and from the manufacturer, we have those who go there to buy. The wholesalers, they buy. Some of them, they're giants. Let me take, for instance, Toyota company manufactures cars not to sell to the direct people who use the cars on the street. There are car dealers who have the partnership, who have the agreement to get these cars in bulk. And then they have the houses where the people now, common people can come pick from them. So the traditional business permits goods to move from the manufacturer to the wholesaler, to the retailer, finally to the consumer. Now, this system of business demands that a lot of money should be put in the form of marketing. A lot of money is usually put in the form of marketing. Now, just to take a star to hold, for instance, a toothpaste and talk about that toothpaste, the companies pay a lot of money to those stars. And at the end of the day, the result is not as efficient as what you're going to see in the network marketing space. Now, network marketing comes to cut that, to take away that circle. Let me tell you the drawbacks of that traditional system. There's a lot of money spent on adverts, warehousing, transportation, logistics, and all those things, recruitment of staff and inventory and all those things that are taking a company a lot of funds. Now, network marketing was the idea, originally the Asian idea. The guys have been so smart, but we have companies as far as in America, I can tell you, we can backdate. There are companies that have used network marketing to explode exponentially. What is the idea? They want to eliminate this chain, and the manufacturer communicates directly with the people, the people at the local level. Now, what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to use the product and confirm the quality of the product and recommend it to another person. In that way, you are consuming the product, you are not being paid, you are not actually an employee of the company. You're not an employee, so the company doesn't have any rents to pay for you, any health bills, insurance, and all of those things. They don't have that. Now, it is actually by, well, you have to do the adverts by what? Somebody is at the background making noise, perhaps. I mean, help to mute everybody and give me authorization and go perhaps to talk. So adverts are done by words of mouth, and it is from when you talk about the product and somebody who has this problem sees the need to use it, the person comes on, get the product, uses it, and then confirms that this is actually what he or she needed. Now, at the end of the day, you have a community of users that you are not recruiting directly. You have a community of people patronizing your brand that you are not having a payroll. They are now paid based on performance. Now, there is a system put in place to be able to calculate performance and all of those things. Bonuses are attached to it. But before we get into that detail, let me just say this. There are advantages that we should take a look at as far as network marketing is concerned. And some of these advantages could be: one, you are not you have no boss. No boss. You have no pressure per se. You have no targets that can make you lose your job or keep you on the job. There isn't any form of unhealthy competition, unlike in some offices where people envy one another. You have the opportunity to have a lot of fun, a lot of hawks. You meet people, interact with different classes of people in network marketing. Whereas in the secular business world, you are limited to just your circle. As a classroom teacher, you hang around only children and perhaps their parents. But in the network marketing space, you have the opportunity to meet doctors, lawyers, bankers, different categories of people who can facilitate a lot of things for you. There are a lot of advantages that you can enjoy. You have a lot of offers that are not available in the secular world. Ordinary people, some of them less than primary school holders, have been able to travel the world thanks to network marketing. They have been able to achieve their dreams thanks to network marketing. And when we talk about network marketing, we have different types. We have product-based, we have service-based, and all of them have a model. Product-based network marketing companies are those that actually have a physical product. They have different products. We have a good number of them that are making success stories in Cameroon. I can name them from the days of GNLT to Forever Living Products to Nature's Gift for Life to AIM Global to Long Reach to Smartine. You can name the rest of them. There are many of them. And all of these companies have given hope and helped a lot of people to make money that the secular business would not permit them, based on their certification, on their level, on their education, on their background, to be able to make that money. So there isn't any actually language or background barriers or educational barriers. It permits everybody open-minded to be able to hop in and put in some work, understand how the systems work, and make some real money for themselves. And those in the product businesses actually improve their health by consuming the products and helping other people improve their health. And at the end of the day, there is an overall wellness in the society, health-wise and financial-wise. Those in the services are able to help people to patronize more services and make money. I know a good number of service-oriented network marketing companies that don't have a physical, tangible product, but they offer services that humanity needs, people use on a daily basis, and money is made from that. I was able to make a lot of money from one in a space of just about 3 months. And all of these things have given the common man the opportunity to be able to leverage on the 21st century opportunity, which is network marketing. Now, in this business, you have what we call referral bonuses, we have leadership bonuses, all of these things that actually aren't available in the traditional business setup. Because on a daily basis, people recommend people to things and to places, to products and the rest, but they don't have any catch on that. They recommend, women actually recommend women to their hairdressers. Oh, my sister, who did your hair? Says is this and so, and so. beauty salon. They go there and do their hair, but the person who recommended them is not giving any commission on that. So from time immemorial, people have been recommending people to things without any commission. But network marketing brings in the opportunity for you to recommend somebody a supplement, a toothbrush, a toothpaste, a soap, a body lotion, whatever the person needs, and make some income from that. So that is the difference in the model. I think I will pause here and maybe take another question. If I have not answered one, maybe I can now answer it again. I want us to go systematically. My admins, are we together?
Yeah, we together. We're hearing you.
Okay. So, sir, do you have any question so that I can take from there? Do you have any so far on what I've said?
The network marketing in Cameroon.
Yes.
You seem to say that is very, there's some good use of network marketing in Cameroon. That's what you say?
Yes.
Okay. So mostly you talk about product and services.
That's right.
Is that there are a lot of people doing it now, or it's like creating businesses, or they're creating jobs, or the individuals?
Okay, let me just give statistics on a few things I know. For the past 10 years or so that I've been seeing different network marketing companies, I have seen Cameroonians, some of them housewives, without an ordinary level, some of them with a primary school certificate, like one of them who is a very prominent in one of them big companies that I could call the name here if you want. They've been able to make over 500 million francs here. I know students who were able to start with as little as 25,000 francs, and today they drive cars worth 25 million francs CFA and more. They have built for themselves and their parents. I know people who have worked for years and they've never had a vacation to Krabi, but with network marketing, they've been able to travel more than 3-4 countries, all expenses paid by the companies they promote, the network marketing companies. I know men who were barely scavenging, who were trying to feed their families. Some of them whose children were unable to school. We could pin the pictures. If you want me to give names that we can verify, they are all available. But with network marketing, they are living in flats and touring the world. So the results have been magnificent so far. The results have not only been the financial aspect, but I want to tell you the education network marketing has given is absent in the secular education. The education network marketing has brought to the people and helped some people. In fact, it has made people to understand that life begins after school. A lot of people have seen that because the trainings, the ability to work in teams, all those aspects, teamwork, which is not actually taught in school. In school, when you copy an answer from somebody, you are punished. But in life, people collaborate to succeed. So you see, the classroom work is different from the real life work. And network marketing has actually encouraged teamwork. People understand that the success of my team member is actually my success. And they do all together, they work together, they promote each other to grow, which is somehow absent in the other systems, in the colonial system. In the colonial system, you have people striving and trying to be get there all alone. But here, network marketing helps you to understand that for you to move to the next level, the persons on that unit to move to your current level, for you to move to the next level, and you have your interests at heart, because your success also depends on their success. So these are some of the things I can tell you. In Cameroon, there's I know that more than 200,000 Cameroonians are into network marketing. And different forms have come. Some have been Ponzi's. I will talk of the word Ponzi. Ponzi schemes, but there are legit network marketing companies that have survived the test of time. And they are still doing very well.
Then I'm going to follow up with this question. The marketing is physical, mostly, they also online.
Okay, this is a very great question. And this question takes me to the point of talking about the era in which we find ourselves. We are in the 21st century, and actually an era in which everything is mostly online. We have, even the banks have gone online banking. We have online learning, online shopping. After the outbreak of COVID-19, a lot of things changed. Network marketing has been primarily a business of mouth to ear. That was the foundation. It was the business of mouth to ear. There were little or no adverts, because the way of doing this business was to cut the cost on running adverts on TV stations and all those media that demanded a lot of money. You can imagine that just to run a 5-minute advert on a national station would take a lot of money. Whereas today, with all the systems we have today, are permitted a lot to change. And network marketing is actually using it. So primarily it was mouth to ear, but as the days go by, one of the things human beings have learned to understand is to use leverage. And we are leveraging on the era in which we find ourselves, the internet age, the computer age, and the skill age. So today is not just enough to know the product and know a few people. The ability for you to reach out to more people will be able to determine the success rate, the speed of success that you get. Now, one big problem a lot of network marketers, those who get into network marketing, they usually face is the fact that they are not actually coming in like professionals. Truth be told, 99% of those who come into network marketing come in as amateurs. And as amateurs, they expect things to just flourish in 1 week, in 1 month. But those who stay in and understand that every endeavor requires learning, actually grow their knowledge. One of the big problems is the lack of the competencies needed to succeed. And today we have a lot of opportunity to acquire the competencies. Let me talk to you on a practical note. I was hosting an event 2 months ago in Limbe, and I was talking about skills people need to acquire. And for me to use my skill, I went to Facebook and I paid Facebook $15. I ran an ad, and I had about 98 people who wrote me from Limbe that they want to know more. On the day of the event, I was going to Limbe. We met in the hall. I had never met them anywhere. They don't know me practically, physically, but thanks to the internet, we were able to converse and actually know the venue, and we met. I can tell you that from that very event I presented, I made not less than 120,000 francs for that very day, thanks to the internet. If I was to go to Limbe and go to the streets and start sharing flyers or start talking and doing caravans and all of that, it will be still another method. But in the 21st century, being able to leverage on the 21st century tools is a big blessing. So network marketers, some of them are so open-minded and are ready to learn. And the more you learn, you cannot remove the L from the learn, and you are able to earn more. So it's not only going to be the traditional. Today we have the blessing of the internet to use the tools to be able to pass through the message, not only to ease the work, but to a larger sample of people that cut across territorial boundaries. I've sold to people in Dubai, I've sold in USA, I've sold in different countries in Cameroon. And that is the same thing for other network marketers. So it's actually internet oriented as well. And the success is highly a function of how well you master the usage of the internet today. Let me pause there.
All right. Can anyone hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. So I have a question for you, Mr. Kingala. How possible is it for someone to establish a network marketing business on his or her own. Like I, Lisa, I want to create a network marketing business of my own. Do I necessarily need to have products, or I just need to get people uh, uh, to follow me or something? I don't know. But how possible is it for me as an individual who has never done network marketing in an enterprise or with someone to establish it on my own? Is it possible?
Good question. Very good question. Let me answer you. It is possible. I believe that possibility is a very normal thing around the world. One of the things, the reason for network marketing and the online space is for you to find leverage. Let me tell you the problem it comes with trying to be the one to create. I want you to note this today. You don't need to create your own company to become a millionaire or a billionaire. You can actually leverage and sell other people's products, ideas, and concepts and make a lot of money. I actually make money from, I don't own a product because I don't want the headache of quality control, international standard organization numbers to all those health and safety, all those, it's not easy. Let me take, for instance, supplements. Food supplements are directly concerned with the lives of human beings. So if you are not able to meet the norms in the international standards, you are definitely going to attract sanctions on yourself and then definitely land into trouble. So why try to create? If you want to, you can. Why stress yourself? The idea of network marketing is permit people who are not able to create their own products that meet the international norms to still make money from other people's products. But if you have the ability to, one, get the raw material. For instance, I just want us to do one example. If you want to take skincare, and you want to do products that are, let me take, for instance, aloe vera. You need 100 hectares of aloe vera to cultivate it yourself. You need the machines. You need quality control staff to be able to process everything at the end of it. You need workers. You need to pay taxes. You need to house those employees and pay their security and pay the rest of the things. All of those things, as a common Cameroonian, you and I are, do you have $1 billion in your account to do that now? You don't. So network marketing gives you the opportunity. The online space gives you the opportunity to be able to leverage on already made products. There are already 10,000 plus products in the market. The idea is for you to leverage on already existing and certified and recognized brands, recommend them to those who have a need and make a cut, and you move on. Let me take the next step. In the domain of digital products, where I am actually a specialist now, you can actually create your own digital products. Digital products don't have warehousing, they don't have storage, they don't have any inventory, and you can actually make a lot of money from that. I sell digital products, I create them. I'm doing a training tomorrow, and I already have a class of 176 people who are going to attend that. And even if they pay just 10,000 francs, that's money. So you have all the methods. The idea is you should be ready to learn how these things work. And for those who want to understand it, you cannot sit on the fence and understand exactly everything, how it works inside it. Get in, take some time to learn, understand the concepts, and you'll be able to flow. But I will not encourage you to try to create your own physical product business, network marketing as of now, unless you have evaluated the cost, the stress, the profit margin, and all that comes with that. You need to do proper evaluation. It's not something to just jump in one day.
So I have a follow-up question.
Yes, sir.
The network marketing in the Cameroon environment, they mostly commission-based, or how the compensation structure?
Okay,
How you make your money? That's why I'm saying how you make money. Because
yes.
Yeah, I'll let you
First thing I would say is that, okay, let me take from there, sir. Network marketing is actually commission-based.
Okay.
You are being given a commission, you are being given a cut, because you actually have the products that have already been given at a standard price, One, you can actually get the price at the membership price, get the product at the membership price, and then you have a retail price, which gives you already a profit. Beside that, you have for product-based companies, you have what we call point values. Those point values still have a way that you have calculated commissions based on whether it's a binary or a three-legged system. And those points still accumulate to qualify you for all the other advantages the systems put in place. It's just like if we all were buying toothpaste from the day we were born to today, and each toothpaste had some points and a commission on it, I think we would have made a lot of money from toothpaste by now because we use it practically on a daily basis. So all the things in the network marketing has a commission attached to it, some points. Now in the digital products aspect, actually there aren't points attached to it. There is a commission. We can have first level, second level, third level commissions. That means you still make what we call passive income, even when you're not the one working. I recommended toothpaste to you and you saw that it was good. You recommend it to another person. The person uses it. I did not even know the person. I still make money from that. That is leverage, passive income. So commissions are both direct and indirect commissions.
So yeah, that's definitely, I would say that's how the world function outside Africa. They leverage on people's effort.
That's right.
Those multinational, like in the US, they don't manufacture a lot of things. They let China manufacture for them. So that's basically what Africa needs to do, leverage. That's what I say. Leverage on other people's effort. So that's a very interesting because that's an issue I've been having with Africa. They want to make money. They want to earn rather they work for pay. So, and they definitely will be very difficult to.
That's true, sir. Let me add to what you're saying. Let me say one thing. The African mindset is a one-man show business kind of situation.
Exactly.
They don't understand that teamwork and leverage can help us go further than trying to do a lot of one-man show all over the place. Yeah, in Africa, people build businesses to own the business alone. In the Western world, people actually come together and build a conglomerate and own 1% of a business that can give them 1 billion.
Well, that's
here somebody is just moving around and having the name CEO with a capital of 25,000.
So that's one of the reasons we have these conferences, so people can learn from people who know. Because there's a lot of teachers out there, they don't know much. I mean, the people that are try to educate, but they don't really know much.
That's true.
Yeah, because like I say, if the US depend on Europe to function the way they function. Europe depend on the US. So they're interconnected, they leverage on everybody's effort, everybody's resources. And so that's exactly what we need to learn in Africa. That you don't have to make money right away. You have to build yourself to the point where you don't need money. The point when, and now that you don't need money because you have enough. So when you make commission for the business, you can make what you call passive income. Very important. Passive income. If you don't have passive income, you die poor.
That's true, sir. And I know a lot of people. Permit me to give this example. I have been talking to a teacher who told me he's been in the classroom for 28 years, and for 28 years, he's not been able to see 400,000 per month.
That's right.
But I know a student that 3 years ago started a network marketing business with 24,000 francs. Today, she lives in a flat and she drives around and she travels the world. Just to tell you that the leverage network marketing provides and the online space provides is far better than what the colonial systems have put in place. Mm. And it takes an open mind and a willingness to learn and to dare. Because regardless of how much you read in books, if you are not able to apply practical knowledge, it's going to just be head knowledge. And a lot of people have head knowledge. We have a lot of entrepreneurs in Cameroon who teach entrepreneurship, but they have never bought a pencil and sold it. But network marketers, I know a lot of them who have no certificate, but they can actually give you a good business plan. They can actually tell you that this can work because experience has come in.
So one of my questions again is, at your level, I feel like you have some experience, some expertise. Do you have people under you that you lead so they can, I mean, you say like a different commission structure? Do you have,
Yes.
you have people under you that work?
Presently, I head an organization in Cameroon. I head an organization that is aimed at training people 14 competencies for them to be able to use their online space profitably in whatever business they do. And actually, we have a team of 1,200 people now. I head a team of 1,200 people in Cameroon currently. So we train. We understand that the first thing people need is the skill. Now, when we give you the skills, you are able now to go into what you are called to do, because you can actually build a business around your, let me just say, around health. Another person builds his business around a restaurant services. Now, mastering the skills and all the competencies to use in the 21st century and understand the era in which we find ourselves will be able to give more results, reduce the stress, improve customer service, improve profit margins, and all these things. So actually, I have a team, I have a structure. Presently, we have about 1,200 people taking these trainings to improve their results. And actually, they're actually making money while still learning this, because we are not giving some form of certification. The certificate is that you should be able to practically improve your results. Because we have a lot of Cameroonians who move around and they have a PhD in geography, but they cannot do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I have a question for you, Mr. Kingala. How do you detect if a network marketing company or agency is legit? How do you know if it's real? Because we have had people who get their money invested in some companies, and at the end of the day, they end up saying that the company disappeared, or they don't know what happened to their money. The people who are involved, no one is.
It seems, yeah, you have network issues. Okay, let me answer very well. The ability to detect a good network marketing company is also very important, so that you should not waste your energy. There's a statement that some people think success is climbing the ladder until they climb and reach the top before realizing that it was leaning on the wrong wall. So the ability to do some checks and balances at the beginning is very important. Now, there are things, when it comes to a product-based company, there are some key indicators to check. Number one, you check the company profile. Who is behind the company? You should be able to get names, real names that you can go to Google and type the name and see multiple pictures. Let me take, for instance, if you want to search the name Samuel Eto'o, just an example of a personality that is real, you'll be able to see Samuel Eto'o over 200 different positions, different pictures. So if they tell you that this company is headed by Tom and Jerry, you should be able to see different pictures and check the credibility of the person. Because we have fake names, fake CEOs that are virtual, and they have taken a lot of money from people. So check the people behind, the founder, the board of the management team. You can check all those things. Next, you should be able to check the year of the year that they came into existence. Generally, when it comes to product-based companies that have lasted longer are to be more trusted. There are companies that have lasted for, if a company has been in existence for 5, 10 and more years, you can give it a thumbs up. Because some of these companies who just pop up on that, say they have just started today, something you should question about it, you should check it out. Next, you should check who is producing their products. Where does their products come from? A company that is in charge of its production has more power than a company that buys from another company. Because if that manufacturer goes sick, the company that is buying from me to sell is going to have troubles, and the people who are in it are going to actually face the difficulties. So if a company is manufacturing its own products, it's a point to note. Next, check the availability of offices around the world. A company should not be a multinational and have just one office and the one office is in Malaysia alone, or in, because most people who come to Africa, they always give you an address that you are not going to be able to verify. So check the availability. If the company is being registered in your country as well, it has a point. If there are offices around your country, it has a point. That gives more weight. So you check all these things, check if they have a taxpayer's number and commerce registry and the warrants to operate in your nation, all those kind of things. Check where they are operating, and if you can be able to lay hands on those facts, you can now say this is something to give it attention. Now, the next thing is to check the support system. Are they available to give some trainings? Because people need to understand the product. They should be able to put in place some people to school those who are coming on board for it to be able, for them to understand what this actually, how this works, this, so that they can be able to get results. So you put together the sum total of that, as well as, let me take for service-based companies, you are able to check their registration, warranty, all those things. If they have all those documents, they have a structure you can trust, and you can now consider working with them.
All right. Okay, as a network marketing expert, what advice would you give for someone who is who has intentions to venture into this business? Would you advise them to take a product-based companies or service-based companies? Product-based, what are your reasons? If service-based, what are your reasons?
Okay, good. That is a very good question. I would say both brands are serving humanity. You just need to sit down and evaluate your why. There are people who got into product-based companies because of their aging parents. That is a powerful why for them. Some of them had terminal illnesses that they knew that they were going to die the next month or the next year, and somebody gave them a product that actually helped to solve their problem. I know of a brother who is so passionate about some products today, which I'm not here to do the advert for the company. If they are paid for that, I will be talking about it. He's so passionate about it that he can speak even in front of the president, because he was having a terminal disease, and a friend of his offered him the product. And after using and went back for checkup, a lot had changed. So some people can come in, you know, based on that, he has the passion and the reason to hook up to that. And now some people also sit down and check the compensation plan of different companies. All companies have their different compensation plans. They're not all, the same. There are different advantages and incentives that different companies offer differently. So evaluate the compensation plan. That's one thing to check when you're checking the legit company. Compensation plan. So you check that and see if it's good for you. Now, if you want to do services, there are people that are not so, they don't love carrying their products around. They are not ready to warehouse, to ship, or the headache of product has been damaged, all those things. You can check all of those things. So evaluate your why and what is going to make it less stressful for you. Calculate the profit margin and what you stand to get, what it stands doing for you, and you can hop in. Remember, you are a free being. You have the possibility to decide to pick a product company, perhaps to maintain your health, and then recommend it to your parents or get some for your parents at the membership price, while maybe promoting it to your loved ones. And then you could still see any services that you could, they are not, what we say, they are not competitive, but they are complementary that you could work with. So it's all our personal choice. And if people would need my advice, I will be ready to sit with anyone who wants me to talk to, or who wants to call me they could click my line and they could write me on my, you see, I'm Galakilian4 on Facebook, and they can actually get to me and ask their questions and get some clarity deeper.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Ngala. I don't know if Eric has a question. Ringo, I don't know if anyone has a question or a contribution in regards to the presentation that was just made. If yes, then the floor is open. Mic is muted. I don't know if he's trying to say something or not. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, somebody saying something?
Yeah, I was asking if there are questions or contributions. Anyone has a question or contribution? I was asking Eric.
So yeah, definitely. I would like to learn to know some more about your work offline, you know.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I said, presently I had a team. I realized that knowledge is a big problem as far as progress in the online space is concerned. I had a team that teach 14 different skills to people who would like to improve their results. And we understand that business is all about sales. Sales is the lifeblood of every business. So we have 14 skills that will help you to tone up and improve your sales ability. One, you need to get quality leads, you need to drive traffic, you need to write copies, you need to do ads, all those things. We train you effectively for a very peanut cost. And actually, a lot of people have improved their results thanks to these trainings. I stay home, I make money from my home with all of this. And I train people. I'm starting a training tomorrow. Anybody who would like to attend the training, you could actually write me and I'll give you access to the training. If you want my number, I could give it with the permission of the people here, or you could use my wall to write me and I'll give you access. There is a lot we can always share together. And that is what I would say. You will get to know me all the day long. I'm available. I'm a very real person.
So you can always share your number on the chat. So everybody who want it, yeah. But okay. I think that's a lot.
Let me just number on.
That's a lot of things we can talk about. Because
okay, sir.
the marketing, network marketing require a lot of knowledge. You need educated people who are, you know, not sellers. They like a product or services, you gotta know your product, you gotta know the service. Not only that, you also know how to have a broad knowledge of the word.
That's right, sir.
You gotta be grounded, you gotta be educated.
Very true.
So
very true.
So it's that in Africa need that more than anything else. Africa
so I'm also
needs real educated people who can, you know, expand the networking, the marketing is extremely important, because this you can buy from people who don't trust. And when you trust somebody to do business with them, it's sometimes it's like it's your personal business.
That's right,
connect with somebody already. Yeah, very, very difficult to find. Because the network marketing is that you get around and know a lot of people, a lot of good stuff, good product, good people. It's like extremely important. Like partnership, you know, you build relationship, strategic partnership, so that, and people love that because it's difficult to find what we need in this. Yeah, definitely.
Like I said, presently I had a team. I realized that knowledge is a big problem as far as progress in the online space is concerned. I had a team that teach 14 different skills to people who would like to improve their results. And we understand that business is all about sales. Sales is the lifeblood of every business. So we have 14 skills that will help you to tone up and improve your sales ability. One, you need to get quality leads, you need to drive traffic, you need to write copies, you need to do ads, all those things. We train you effectively for a very peanut cost. And actually, a lot of people have improved their results thanks to these trainings. I stay home, I make money from my home with all of this. And I train people. I'm starting a training tomorrow. Anybody who would like to attend the training, you could actually write me and I'll give you access to the training. If you want my number, I could give it with the permission of the people here, or you could use my wall to write me and I'll give you access. There is a lot we can always share together. And that is what I would say. You will get to know me all the day long. I'm available. I'm a very real person.
So you can always share your number on the chat. So everybody who want it, yeah. But okay. I think that's a lot.
Let me just number on.
That's a lot of things we can talk about. Because
okay, sir.
the marketing, network marketing require a lot of knowledge. You need educated people who are, not sellers. They like a product or services, you gotta know your product, you gotta know the service. Not only that, you also know how to have a broad knowledge of the word.
That's right, sir.
You gotta be grounded, you gotta be educated.
Very true.
So it's that in Africa need that more than anything else. Africa needs real people, real educated people who can,
Network marketing is not the best. It is just better.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody intending to go in, remember that you have difficult days, you have trying moments, you have all the hurdles, but it is worth it because the end point is that you will emerge a better version of yourself with better competencies, and you'll be able to experience something that school doesn't teach. A lot is going to happen on the positive for you if you choose to be on the positive side. Because I know a lot of people who come on board with a loser's mindset. Someone don't come on board with a loser's mindset, but they don't come on board with a winner's mindset. There's a difference between playing not to lose and playing to win. So we should understand that it is not going to be a perfect journey. It's not going to be a bed of roses. You have to put in the work. You have to dedicate, you have to learn. And learning some of the skills I have mentioned here, grabbing some of the skills will ease your work. But you have to put in the effort. And before I go, I want to shout out to all the amazing network marketers in Cameroon. I salute you all. And I want to say, I appreciate, there's somebody that I cannot forget. The first person I want to say, sir, that actually helped me to see things better. That was during the show I attended. The first ever marketing summit I attended was Dr. Raoul. I'm sure Cameroonians know that name. Dr. Raoul, that was the first network marketer I met in Cameroon, and he's been keeping the flag high. Other network marketers have come up young and old. They have done amazing. And to all of you out there, I want to give a big shout out. Zima, my friend, my younger junior man, Zima Ako, is a very fervent one. Madam Jane Tava, the star director of Longreach, a great and I shout out to you. All the amazing leaders in the different sectors, people like Mrs. Kumer who have been into this industry. So I just want to salute all, and the young people coming in the industry. I greet you all as well, and I say keep shining the light. Let's keep giving hope, and definitely there's an unlimited abundance in the space.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Lisa, you there?
Thank you very much. I can hear you, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Angala. for taking out time from your busy schedule to be with us this evening. It had not been an easy ride though, because at the beginning of the meeting, we have been having issues. It seemed like our account had been hacked, and our participants, most of them got fed up and they walked away. But as Mr. Samuel rightly said, we don't look at quantity, we look at quality. That's the quality of information we send out there. Even if people were not able to join us at this meeting, we are quite sure that we will impact a lot of lives with this video once we put it up on our YouTube channel. I, for one, have been having unstable network. If you notice, I have been on and off. At some point, I'm kicked out of the meeting. At some point, I try to log in. But then we thank God that we had a successful ride and it was quite very interesting. I'm looking forward to having you here next time, Mr. Ngala, to talk about real, I keep saying real estate, real estate business. Okay, I wish to have you here next time to talk about network marketing, because this is quite a very interesting topic, and many people are shying away from it because they don't quite understand the concept. They don't quite understand what this is all about. So if we could have these kind of meetings that uh, uh, teach people or open up their minds to think out of the boxes. I mean, change their stigmatized mindset and open up to learn something new, then it will really be interesting. So once more, thank you very much, Mr. Ngara, for coming. It was quite interesting. Mr.
I
Samuel, do
appreciate.
you have any?
No, I say, no, I already said it. He said that, again, the opportunity to thank him, the
Okay.
speaker, and
All right.
we're always looking forward to get him back.
Thank you
Like
so,
I
so,
said,
so
I'm
much.
gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out. We're gonna discuss what we have in mind, and then see if the possibility to, doing something together.
You know,
All right.
I like interacting with the elderly. They have a lot of wisdom that I can summarize and avoid some mistakes. So it will be my honor to interact with you, sir. And Lisa, thank you so much. I've not met you in person, and you wrote me on the recommendation of somebody. So I want to take this time to thank the person who recommended me to this show. And that is my friend. What is this my guy?
Paul
The
Vedoko. Sorry,
Bayam,
Yanni
yes,
Forever.
the marketing manager for Bayam, Mr. Vianney, who is my very bosom friend. We've done a lot together, and I appreciate Mr. Vianney. Thank you for recommending, and I look forward to coming here to talk more real estate, affiliate marketing, all about the online space information. Anything I have as knowledge, I am ready to share with the young people out there, because I believe when you share, you learn more. And I'll be ready for all negative criticism, all negative feedback, because I believe feedback is a breakfast for champions. Anything I said that wasn't correct, anybody watching it anytime soon, feel free to hit my number and say this was not correct. Let me go back to the drawing board and correct it. I am ready for feedback, and I'll look forward to get all your feedback. Amazing feedback that you give me. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ngala. Thank you very much. So till next week, I think I didn't mention it this earlier. We have these Zoom meetings coming up every Friday. It's a tradition. And the purpose for these Zoom meetings is to teach our audience, broaden their knowledge on a variety of topics. Every week we have different guest speakers with different subjects to talk about. Last week we were talking about real estate. This week we are talking about network marketing. And obviously next week we'll be talking about something different but quite interesting. So I hope you